Hey YouTube family, so today I'll be bringing you another restaurant review, and today restaurant I'll be going to the Cheesecake Factory. You know, as you can see outside, it's very gloomy, rainy type of day. It's Friday, the kids are in school, and I decided let's go to the Cheesecake Factory to have some lunch. Yes, so as I said, I'll be going to the Cheesecake Factory today to, it's kind of a lunch date. You know, this week, my wife and I, we're celebrating 15 years of knowing each other. you know, 15 years this week we met, and you know, it's a milestone. 15 years is, you know, most relationships don't last 15 years, so it's a milestone. And kids are in school. It's a slow day at work for my wife, and you know, we decided let's just go to the Cheesecake Factory. You know, it's becoming one of our favorite places. It's very busy. Cheesecake Factory in Toronto, it's one of the busiest cheesecake factory in the world. They opened like six years ago, and they're still, if you go there for dinner, you still have to wait at least 2 hours to get in. That's how crazy it is. You try to go there on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday night. You go there and you give your number and you walk around the mall for like 2 hours before, you know, they send you a text message or a call that your table is ready. So we haven't been able to do dinner there as yet, but they have an amazing lunch menu. Okay, so we are on our way to the Cheesecake Factory. You know, as I said earlier, we have been there 2 times. Yeah, I think 2 times, and so far it's been decent. It's been very good. There's a lot in Toronto. There's a lot of big chain restaurants, and one of the issues with chain restaurants is like sometimes, like, you go, the quality is all over the place, and sometimes these restaurants almost operate like franchise restaurants. Like, they try to go off the same recipes, but sometimes they don't get it right. So to go there, we've been there twice, and I had the same thing, and it was amazing both times that I have had it. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to try something new and to test out the quality again, because as I said, a chain restaurant, it varies. You know, we went to, where was it? Went to Florida a few years ago. Well, quite a few years ago, and we went to, you know, one of the big chain restaurants, the Olive Gardens, and I was like so excited to go because, you know, pumped up, and we got there, and the wait was like 2.5 hours, and we're like, we can't do this. So we went to a mom and pop Italian restaurant, and the food was so amazing. The bread was to die for. They had tapas and all those type of stuff. It was amazing. But before we went to that mom and pop, we made a reservation for Olive Gardens for the following day. Turned up the following day with a reservation. We still had to wait like over an hour, and when we finally got in, it wasn't good. The food wasn't good. You know, it wasn't good. Like, there's like hundreds of people lined up to go in, and the food were like very disappointed. It was very disappointing. And then my wife went to Buffalo, I think, and she and a couple of her friends, and she said the food was amazing. So, you know, sometimes with these chain restaurant, it's like a hit or miss. So yeah, so that's why so far, like, Cheesecake Factory seem to be, well, as I said earlier, it's getting to be my favorite chain restaurant so far. So I don't know if today is gonna add to that, or today I'm gonna be disappointed, but we'll see. And you know, you can share your experience, like with the Cheesecake Factory. You know, what do you think about it? Do you think it's a decent restaurant? Is it good? Like what I realized with the Cheesecake Factory here, it's like almost like a hip spot for like a lot of young, like teenagers or young 20s, like to go there and to just lime with their friends and stuff like that. So it seemed to be that type of spot. From being there so far, it's not necessarily the best place for, like, say like a first date type of thing, because it gets very noisy. Like, so when you're trying to talk to someone, like, you have to be very close to them to try and have a good conversation. So I don't know, tell me what you think. What do you think about Cheesecake Factory? Is it like, you think it's an amazing restaurant? Do you think it's a good place for a date, you know, first date, second date, or like a date that we're going on now, like husband and wife type of date? You know, I know some people think it's not. Like, as I said, we've been together for 15 years. People might think, why are you going to the Cheesecake Factory? It's 15 years, you should go all out. But, you know, we like it. And, you know, as I said, it's a lunch date. It's just on a gloomy day and the kids are in school. So we just decided to pop in and, you know, have some cheesecake. So tell me what you think in the comment section, and we'll see you at the restaurant in a few minutes. Yeah, so this is what it looks like from the outside. As you can see, like, it's huge. And hopefully hopefully the wait is not too long. I see a few people outside, but hopefully. Okay, so I had to step back outside for a little bit. The music is a bit loud inside, as you can see, like there it is in the background. But unfortunately we have to wait a little bit, you know, even though it's lunchtime. As I said, like for dinner, like I've heard people wait as long as 3 hours on a Friday night to get in. So we have to wait at least, you know, 10-15 minutes. So hopefully it's not too long, too long. You know, sometimes 15 can become 20 or 30 minutes. Hopefully that's not the case. But yeah, busy. You know, it's lunchtime. Most people are at work, but it's still busy. And they also have a patio outside, a patio that seats like, I would say maybe 80-90 people. And that patio, you know, patio season is over now, so, you know, that's at least 90 seating that's not there anymore. So I think that could contribute to why we have to wait. But it's big inside, as I said. Like inside they could sit at least 200 or more people inside, you know. So it's not small. But it just shows you how busy this place is. And yeah, so we'll see you in Okay. So we're on the way back from the restaurant, from the Cheesecake Factory. Oh my gosh, like it was so good. So third time, still good, still amazing. And we are so stuffed. You know, one thing you should know about me, I love food, I love cooking, I love everything to do with food, but I can't eat a lot. You know, we didn't even get to eat the cheesecake yet, so I'll be eating the cheesecake when I get home, but it was really good. It was like a 2 hour, you know, 2 hour lunch date. Hope our boss are not watching. You know, so yeah, we had the skinny burger. We had the chicken salad sandwich, you know, with homemade mayonnaise. They have some shredded like almond on top of the chicken salad. And it's, you know, sandwich with, you know, fresh tomato and crunchy lettuce and all of that good stuff. We had the deep fried mac and cheese. Like, I've been hearing a lot about it. It's amazing, but I think I'm getting too old for those type of stuff. It's like it's like too much cheese. It's like a explosion of like fat and so I don't know. I think I'm getting too old for that type of stuff. But it was good. And we also had a deep fried cauliflower, like a Korean style cauliflower. It was deep fried in like a Korean barbecue sauce. And you know, if I gave that to you and said like, okay, like, what is this? You'd think that you're eating chicken or something. That's that's how crazy it was. Yeah, so you know, it was amazing, and I would give it like a 9 out of 10. I don't think you should give restaurants 10 out of 10 like that. So I'd probably give it a 9 out of 10, like for the overall experience. The chicken sandwich would be like a 10 out of 10. You know, that for me, the deep fried mac and cheese, I'd say like a 8.5. The cauliflower would be about a 8.5. It was going to get a 10 because it was so amazing, but the only thing I didn't like is that when you get to the bottom of it, it was like too much sauce, you know, too much of that barbecue sauce, so that kind of spoiled it from getting a 10. But yeah, the overall experience was amazing. We didn't have the cheesecake yet because we're stuffed, so I'll be trying the cheesecake when we get home, and I'll tell you about it. Yeah, so, you know, tell me, you know, you can tell us in the comment section what's your favorite thing. What should we try the next time we go to the Cheesecake Factory? You know, they have 2 menus. They have a huge menu. Like, there's another restaurant in the same mall with this huge menu. They have so many stuff on it, but that restaurant, like, they they don't get anything on that menu right. So, you know, sometimes it's taking a big risk, like trying to have a menu with like 20, 30, 40 items on the menu. But that Cheesecake Factory menu they have like 2 separate menus, a skinny menu and a regular menus. But yeah, from our experience so far, everything that we've tried there is like excellent. So yeah, you know, 9 out of 10 overall experience. You know, the wait wasn't too bad because it was a lunchtime crowd, but it was a crowd. It was a crowd. So yeah, tell me what you think in the comment section. What do you think we should try? And we have a surprise cheesecake. The waitress, I said, you know, surprise me. So I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna try the cheesecake, and I'll let you know about it. Okay, so we are finally home from the Cheesecake Factory. And this is the surprise cheesecake that I asked the waitress to surprise me. And this is like a chocolate type cheesecake. It looks like, you know, chocolate coated on top with, I don't know what's in the middle, but it looks good. Looks good, right, Mara?
Yeah.
Yeah, so your mom and I we went to the Cheesecake Factory today. I think I told you guys that we're going to the Cheesecake Factory because we're celebrating 15 years of knowing each other.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was like a little date to the Cheesecake Factory, and we had a good time, and we decided to take home a cheesecake because it was too much, and I know you love cheesecake, so we're gonna try. So you want to go first?
Yeah.
Tell me what you think.
I just cut like this much.
Anyway, how you want to try? Oh, it looks rich.
Very creamy.
Yeah, it looks very rich.
It's good.
Good?
I wouldn't have guessed it's a cheesecake.
Mm. Yeah, it has different layers. Okay, so I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it like this first, and then I'm gonna try it with the whipped cream. Oh wow.
Very strong taste.
Yeah, chocolate. What else is in it? It
What is
tastes.
that?
There's a sponge cake. There's a sponge cake like at the bottom for the base, for the crust. It tastes. The top tastes like a chocolate bar. The middle tastes like a mousse, and then that other piece also in the middle with the chocolate.
Really
Wow.
good.
This is good. Wow. The last time we went, we got a cheesecake. It had chocolate in it, but it was way too sweet. Yeah, it was way too sweet for me. But this is good. Wow. Oh my gosh.
Really good. It tastes.
Especially with the cream, the whipped cream. It's very it's very good.
It's sweet, but not that sweet.
Yeah, it's not that sweet. It's not as sweet as the last one that we got when we went there. Yeah, so we celebrated 15 years that we met this week. We met 15 years ago, and our first date was actually in the same mall at Yorkdale.
Oh.
Close to where the Cheesecake Factory is. So yeah, 15
Where did you
years.
guys go?
The first date was at Mox's.
Oh.
Yeah, that was the first date.
Yeah.
And I remember I did something wrong on that first date. Like I ate before I went to the date. And your mom was wondering why did I do that? But yeah, because I was too shy, and I didn't want to look like I'm gonna eat too much. So I went there, and I was eating like a salad with chicken and like taking my time, cause yeah. So what would you rate it?
9.5.
I'm giving it a 10. Oh my gosh, like this is so good. Like I love cheesecake. This is perfect. You know, it's not, as I said, like the top tastes like a chocolate bar, in the middle like a mousse. This chocolate part in the mousse, and the chocolate sponge cake, and when you dip it into the whipped cream, it's like perfect. Yeah, so guys, you know, it's a chocolate cheesecake. Tell me what's your favorite flavor cheesecake at the Cheesecake Factory, and what type of cheesecake would you like us to try the next time we go to the Cheesecake Factory, because we're definitely going to be going back. This was our third time, and it was perfect. So leave your comments in the comment section, and we'll see you in another video. Peace out. Yeah, this is